My name is Samir Malik, and shortly after this introduction, what you will be watching is a SDAIE instructional strategy video. In the video, I will be actually conducting a quick write with my class. The point here is to kind of present this new unit more generalized in a way that students can kind of comprehend the concept without knowing the details. It is a way to get students to not only think about it, but to kind of start deliberating on it. I want students to kind of make a connection to what I'm going to teach in my next lesson with this introductory lesson. The hope is that students will use this quick write and expand their base of knowledge. This is kind of activating prior knowledge, but it's more taking something that they know and connecting it to something they haven't seen just yet. Good afternoon, class. I hope you're doing well. How was your weekend?
Good.
Miss Tiffany, how was your weekend? All right, that's good to hear. So welcome back. As you know, we ended our last unit and we will be starting our new unit. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you of what we learned last unit, as this is all connected. So we learned how the United States government was formed. Originally, we know that they tried to organize under the Articles of Confederation, and that was a failure. There was no power. Everybody wanted to do their own thing, so that didn't work out. Shortly thereafter, we know the United States and the people in there realized they needed to unify the United States under one banner. So we decided to create the United States Constitution. We know that it took a while, but it was successful. And it took a while because we had to make compromises. What we will be doing today in class is a quick write. You're going to have to do this quick write individually. You cannot talk. It is not a pair and share type of situation. You have about 5 to 10 minutes, but if you need more minutes, raise your hand, let me know. But be ready to share your quick write. If you are talking while doing the quick write, you have automatically decided to share your quick write. So at this time, I would like you guys to take out your notebook or a loose leaf paper. All right, as you can see, Captain Obvious is already telling you to, hush, hush. The whole point of this quick write is so that I can figure out what you know, so that I can figure out exactly how to teach the next part. So, here is your prompt, if you would like to look at the smart board. The prompt says, you and 2 friends are about to start a company. One of you is in charge of shipping the product. The other is in charge of designing the product. And thirdly, the other person is in charge of selling the product. So, as you notice, there are 3 separate, unique jobs here. Now, the question you're here to answer is, how would you separate the responsibilities, right? And what power do you believe each person should have? Lastly, will one person be able to say no, or will a majority be needed to make a decision? So, as you can see, we have 2 different types of questions in here. Take your time. You have about 5 to 10 minutes to complete this assignment. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, 10 minutes are up. I actually gave you guys a couple of more extra minutes. Let's start right away. If you mind, can you take off your hoodie? Thank you, appreciate that. We'll start with the first question. How would you separate responsibilities, and what powers would each person have?
I think I would have each person do one different thing, so there's not a clash. So you kind of have different people doing different things. So.
But what actually goes into selling? For example, what responsibilities would a person selling the product have?
I would go into marketing, like making billboards for your product so people see
absolutely.
it. Like McDonald's, they have billboards everywhere, so you
go
to McDonald's. So it's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to the second prong of that question. It says, I know you said each person would have their powers, but responsibility-wise, do you believe that they would clash?
I don't think that they would have to clash, but I think I think each person
So
would
let
have,
me clarify the question. Excuse me. What I was saying was, since they all have 3 separate jobs as you described, do you think there is a chance of overlap, or do you want it to be all separate?
I would keep it separate,
Ah, okay.
because then you can, I mean, I think each person should have the same amount of say in big decisions, but in their separate departments, they should be the head of that department.
Okay. Ms. Tiffany, would you answer question number 2, which says, will one person be able to say no, or will a majority be needed to make a decision?
I think that a majority should make a decision together. I don't think one person should say no.
So what if you have a person you went into business with and they were great in the beginning, now they're starting to slack off? Do you think that same person should have the same vote?
Yes. I think
Yes.
that you should just talk to them about doing better. They obviously were capable of it before.
Okay. Atif, would you like to add anything to this?
I think if it wouldn't be a problem if it was only one person, because then you could do like a majority.
Okay, what if it was 2 people?
If it was 2 people, curveball. I think that maybe each department should have a certain person to assess that, so that maybe if one.
So what you're saying is there should be someone checking on them?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's great. Great answers, class. So what's next, right? What is this unit about? We're looking at the 3 branches of the U.S. government. As you can already guess, I told you there were 3 separate jobs in your prompt that correlated to the 3 branches of the U.S. government. We have the legislative branch, we have the executive branch, and we have the judicial branch. We will be continuing this lesson tomorrow, so I hope you guys kind of got your thought processes going. Do you guys have any questions for me? So please pack your bags. I hope you guys have the great rest of your day.